what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Welcome to our website. We've got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
That's a good picture of me. I don't usually like pictures, but that's a good one.
I got to tell you, Dan, that is from Dan. Last night we were here late doing a show. Last night, Don't Stop the Music, which with a little bit of a revival of George Burns and Gracie Allen. They came down from the great heavens above, and they graced us on WWNN. That'll be airing again this evening at 7:30 p.m. You can hear that on WWNN and right here on social media also. Get that all scheduled to play out?
I actually got to edit that piece today, and it was good.
I heard. Friday.
Friday.
It's a good picture. Dan took that, Mr. Dan Monahan. I think it's because Slick challenged him to being the best photographer or not. Slick's not here, but it's a Slick thing.
Where's Sleepyhead?
I think he went to I don't know where he is actually.
He probably went to the bathroom because his back hurts him. He's and it's alive. Now you cannot have 10 minutes. You are not allowed. You are not
Welcome to
allowed
motherhood.
1 minute. Not 1 minute. I keep 2 eyes on you and another 2 eyes on you. So.
But Slick, I think you challenged Dan to be the best photographer, and he took some really nice pictures yesterday.
Yeah, because like I had to tell him that Vlad was a better photographer than me. And then built a fire in him to be a better photographer.
You didn't really say that, right?
I did. I said it in front of him, and
Wow.
yeah.
And he sent them out, but that's a nice picture of you. So Friday, it's time to get everyone's go, but we can start a little bit early. Steve, when you're watching, this is what we have left. We had to get everyone, kind of like the appetizer to the show. It was a little bit of a happy hour. We started our Friday early. We've got some Gubba Gold going.
So I noticed they won't open this bottle. Now, you ever been in your house, and something great is brought in, and nobody opens it? Because nobody wants to be the first. This is a Puerto Rican thing. Nobody wants to be the first one to open it.
It's not a Jewish thing. I'll be more than happy to open it and drink it.
Do you?
Yeah.
In Puerto Rican
What am I
houses,
saving it
We
for?
don't do that, right? We don't. We sort of look at it and we lo sobamos. We give it like a, oh, it's so nice.
Not me. I'm like, open it up, baby. Let's give it a try.
So I noticed that this thing has never been opened.
That's because it's Steve's.
So what?
Has his name on it. It's a
could
gift that
erase
we
it.
gave him. We haven't given it to him yet.
We gotta wait for Steve to come down, surely.
So
We'll
I
break
can't
this
open
open when Steve comes down in recovery mode. How about that?
Oh, this is good. This is a guy you want to get for open heart surgery. Yeah, Steve, I got you a gift, baby. What's the matter with you guys?
Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Show. It has been a long week, but a really good week. Things get changed. We've got 4 more Comcast commercials that you're going to be seeing out all over I think right now, the Palm Beach area between Boca and Delray.
Yes.
And what did you do with your pineapple?
I heard this morning the secret of the pineapple.
Really?
You guys know about the secret of the pineapple?
No.
No, Valerie, I know you don't. The secret of the pineapple. The pineapple is symbolic to welcoming people.
Yes,
right?
it's hospitality.
Yes, and you come in and you see it, and you know that you are welcome and this is your house and everything else.
Yep.
I knew this thing had magical powers. Then this morning I heard in New York City, if you take the pineapple and you do this way, this is the sign now for swingers. Swingers.
Wow.
True story.
Yeah.
And then I heard that the pineapple is symbolic for rebirth, for tomorrow to be a better day. I don't know how they went from this to this, but I'm just telling you, it was all in the documentary already.
You know, I was thinking this morning that I truly wake up every day and say, today's a new day, we get to start again. And that probably annoys the heck out of you.
I don't listen. What you say?
Because I really believe that you go to bed. We were here very, very late last night working on some sound
Wasn't that
issues.
late?
It was 9:30. We had been here since 9:30. It was a long day.
True that.
And we were back here again this morning you were here by 8:30 this morning. But you know what? Every day's a new day, and we get to start fresh and start again. We've got a new friend joining us. We've got Carol Recon joining us. Hi. All the way from Puerto Rico, a good friend of Wayne Henry's. We're going to talk about what's going on with Dignity. Our longtime friend and in-house colored pencil artist, Jay Harmon, is joining us today. And Steve Gubb will be, of course, virtual from Boston. Hopefully we'll get him down here soon, and he's hopefully on the mend to full recovery. We had a lot of things lined up. We had the stickball people, egg creams. They're still talking to us.
Did you see the episode of the stickball?
Yeah.
Do you want to play?
I never heard of it before.
You never heard of stickball?
No.
Jay, you ever heard of stickball?
I've heard of it.
Have you ever played?
I have never played it.
Well, you're going to be on the team. You are going to be. You ever remember in the boxing rings when Muhammad was fighting? They had the artist. What was his name? He used to draw.
Neiman.
Yes. Didn't Neiman do it in pencil? Or pen or something? Or was it paint?
I'm not sure. He may have done it in marker,
Marker.
but it was very fast and very young.
So what we're going to do is we're going to go play this team. Now, they're 80 or 90, so we should beat them up. And no, they're really good. They're
Yeah,
really good.
don't even go by that
I
because
know,
these
you
people,
can't.
they're like 80 going on 60.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
80 going on 20.
Yeah.
They throw the ball from that gate to that wall on one bounce is the rule. 55 feet.
Let me try it.
Me and Slick were trying to figure it out. I can't do that. No, you can't.
Did I not make a good bartender today?
55 feet.
That's
You would
10
have
of
to
me.
off it just to get it to 55.
That's 10 of me.
But anyway, so I want to have Jay there. He's going to draw in between his at-bats. So we're going to challenge them.
Okay.
So they keep writing to me
I know.
and writing to me. And I have to wait till December. Freddie, don't wait till December.
They're funny. Have you recovered from Tuesday? I guess they haven't recovered from Tuesday because every day we get an email. Have you recovered from Tuesday? The egg creams. Ever had an egg cream?
You know what
Wayne?
an egg cream is?
I don't know if I've ever had an egg cream.
Oh, we got to get Wayne then situated into the whole New York family.
Hold on a second. I'm very confused.
Spices, I don't know.
You never had an egg cream. You don't know what stickball is.
No.
Haley, give me a 3-shot, please.
Where were you raised? Whether you were.
I was born in LA and grew up in Oregon.
Thanks.
So we didn't have stickball in Oregon that I remember.
There's
or
probably
certainly
not
wasn't-
stickball in Oregon.
No.
Of course, there's stickball all over the
No,
world.
I don't think so.
Listen, they play stickball in
We
Puerto
had
Rico.
T-ball for kids, but I don't.
They play stickball in Puerto Rico. The problem is that when you hit the ball, because they play in campo, in the jungles, you hit the ball one time, the game's over.
Did you lose the ball?
No, aluminum foil. Well, yeah, we used the ball. And aluminum foil, we used
No,
to
did
use
you
aluminum
lose
foil.
the ball?
Lose the ball, yes.
In the
So we
jungle?
had all these aluminum foil balls. You ever taken aluminum
You
foil?
serious about aluminum foil balls?
Yeah. Very
How can you
serious.
hit them? Do they go anywhere?
Oh, you hit them. You hit them with a broom handle, aluminum foil. Yeah. And it was about this big. Aluminum. She's agreeing.
Yeah?
And you take you take an aluminum foil ball, and you have to make many because in the campo you lose a lot of balls. And you pitch and boom, it goes. It can even hit you in the eye. You gotta be careful.
Wow. Say hi to new mom.
New mom, you have to be on the team.
She says
'Cause
hi,
you're gonna-
y'all.
You're gonna go up there and you're gonna look all sexy and you're gonna get a hit every time. No problem.
Awesome. New mom, bring a blender, and I am all ready for a blender. Josh number 2 says hello. Say good afternoon to Josh Square.
Josh Square.
We have a new producer, Josh, and they say hi to Jay. New mom is saying, hey, Jay, how you doing?
Hey.
She says, hi, y'all. She's bringing a blender. All right, next Friday, I got to tell you, Wayne, you have to be here next Friday. As if he's not here every Friday.
Everybody's
got-
got to be here Friday.
John Frangipani coming in next Friday
okay.
just to be with you.
Okay.
We made
cool.
it on the day you're here.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay, I'll be
So
here.
no meeting, so you'll be here. So he
That's
will.
right. Nobody needs Wayne next Friday. So that's an order.
And new mom, come on in with the blender next Friday. Let's have some fun.
Yes, come on down. We're going to have open mic.
You
Now that
singing?
Slick has
Slick, you
fixed-
singing?
Slick is sleeping in Studio B. Now that we have the mics all working again, we're going to have open mic. We're going to sing in English and in Spanish and in Japanese.
Well-
oh my God.
Well, let's-
Somebody sings in Japanese.
He brought in all his music this week, Jay, in Japanese. But music is music. How have you guys been liking the Olympics?
I wish that they would learn how to say Tokyo. It's Tokyo, not Tokyo. It drives
What
me
is it,
nuts.
Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Tokyo. It's 2 syllables, not 3.
Tokyo.
Tokyo,
Not Tokyo.
not
Wow.
Tokyo.
Puerto Ricans need syllables. That's why we roll the R's.
Tokyo.
There aren't enough syllables. It's Tokyo-yo.
They were talking about the cicadas are the new sound in Japan right now.
Oh, very noisy.
So instead of people watching, they've got the cicadas. Made me think of you, chirping and chirping and chirping more in the summer. Very loud.
Very loud. Yes.
That's the thing.
That's because they got dinosaur cicadas in Tokyo. Tokyo?
How are you
Tokyo.
liking watching it
Tokyo.
though,
Tokyo.
Wayne, in Tokyo? How are you liking watching the Olympics from Japan?
Yeah, it's cool nowadays that you don't have to watch it live and you can choose
what you
can
want to watch.
choose what you want to watch and stuff, so it makes it much easier.
What town is it in?
Tokyo.
It's in Tokyo.
It's in the city of Tokyo?
Tokyo.
Okay.
It's like
Tokyo.
It's like
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
It's like Toko.
Like Tokyo.
Ay,
We were talking about, it's going to be on our podcast this evening, really what it has done for, I think, the youth as far as mentorship and what you can achieve when you have the right mindset.
You know, I didn't know that Puerto Rico was entered in the Olympics as a country.
Most of the time, yes, they have the athletes, yes, there we go.
They're there because I looked it up, and Puerto Rico has teams. They're playing
have,
basketball. They're playing,
skateboard,
yeah.
Even a skateboard.
But I didn't know Puerto Rico was a country. I thought Puerto Rico was
U.S. territory.
a territory.
Yes, but they are allowed to bring their own team.
Remember when Puerto Rico beat the United States basketball team in 1972?
Yes.
Do you know who the coach was for that team in 1972?
No.
Come on now. Anybody gets that answer, I'll give you a bag of coffee because he's my family member.
Slick.
It's my uncle.
What month was that in '72?
1972 during
Would it be
the summer
Santori?
Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
Santori?
It was a Santori, yeah.
So I'm
Fufi
50%.
Santori
Was the
from
coach?
Ponce. You know Fufi?
Well, I remember, but I was 5 years old.
I was
little
3
Your
months
Uncle
old.
Fufi was the coach of the Olympics basketball team?
Yes, he did. So when I went to Colegio San Antonio de Aba in Humacao, and he came to play in our tournament, he told CBS, he made me, Juji, and Louie, the cousins, go up there with him, and he made us say thank you to him.
Like
And
Huey,
that-
Dewey, and Louie?
Yeah, Huey, Louie, and Huey. and he said to us, and I'm going to win this tournament because my nephews deserve a spanking. And I'm gonna tell you something. They won the tournament.
Wow.
His school won the tournament. Fajardo High School won the not Fajardo High School. Ponce High School won the tournament.
Very
but Fufi
cool.
was the coach of that team. Look it up.
Very cool. Well, Wayne, let's introduce. We've got Carol Rincon with us. a new
Yeah, I'm
friend
delighted
at
to introduce
Dignity.
my new colleague, Carol Rincon.
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 It's like Tokyo. Two
Yes,
syllables.
yes,
Rincon.
Tokyo,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. I'll strive to say it correctly. So Carol's just joined us. Her main base is going to be Babylon Funeral Home in West Boca, but she's like me. She's going to help cover all of our locations in the area. We've got some special plans for her to help do some special activities for the Spanish communities and do some networking there and community outreach. So we're excited to have her on board. She's
Thank you so
training
much.
with Jackie and soon to be a professional and meeting with families and things soon. So very excited to introduce her to the audience and the viewers and the Brooklyn Cafe, and also hopefully get her on Fuego in near future.
Oh my God, you're
Um,
bringing me all over.
If we can't
Yes.
get her on Fuego, we're going to have her host her own Fuego.
Yes, I think that's long awaited because we talked about doing
Yeah.
something with Dignity in Spanish.
And since you have a little bit of a radio background,
Yes,
a
I
lot
used
bit of
to
a
work-
radio background, that's all you have to do is say, was in radio, and we go, okay, here's the mic.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yes.
Well, welcome.
Thank you so much. I'm very excited being here and looking forward to meet you again.
I think we should do a ladies' night, Hispanic ladies' night event.
Oh, that's a good
This is
idea.
it's going to be very different.
Boy, I'm so happy you're here because
Thank
for
you. 6
years, El Latino here didn't count for much. I didn't
We-
get a ladies' night, I didn't get a ladies' guy, I didn't get
You're
no
not a
ladies' nothing.
lady.
Yeah, but I didn't know it's Latino nothing.
Well, from what you tell me for the past 6 years, it's very different in the Latino Hispanic community on pre-planning and pre-need. We used to tease that you said you would put a TV and a sandwich in front of your elders, and with
It's true.
Connecticut, that was the way we
Babysitting
treated
for our
elders.
elders was a television, a sandwich, and a drink. And okay, I see you later, abuelita, when I used to leave you all day watching TV.
You know, in our community, as Jewish, a lot of them go into memory care, assisted living. It's a little bit different. So we always talk about the differences of cultures, and then we go to ladies' night, and I think it would be nice to sort of do that around.
I
Different
never
culture.
knew that those things existed until I came to Florida 17 years ago.
Ladies'
I
night.
didn't know anything like that. Never. Never, never, never. And it's funny because I met Wayne. My mother died during Maria. She died in Humacao, the hospital that caved in. She was there.
I'm so
Um,
sorry.
Thank you. And Dignity actually did right by me. They didn't know me from Adam. There was no money. There was nothing. Everything was down. No electricity, nothing. I had to bury mom. And I told the guy, here's my driver's license. Hold on to that, and I'll come back to pay you. He says, Antonio, you ain't got to worry about that. Let's take care of your mother. He says, don't worry about it. No, we didn't have clothes. We had nothing. We had they gave us everything. And they put that whole thing together. I tell you, I was shocked. They even gave me the bathroom on a generator to take a shower in the sink. True story.
I'm glad you're here. Welcome. We should definitely do something along those lines. And we did Ladies' Night here, was about 2 months ago already? And when you're still meeting with people from that event.
Yeah, definitely. So it's very good. It's very good. So, we're passionate about just spreading the word that Dignity Memorial, what we do, we're the largest network of funeral homes, cremation centers, and cemeteries in the country, including Canada and Puerto Rico. We have about 2,800 locations. Here in Florida, about 250 locations. We're the best at what we do. We've buried every president, first lady since Eisenhower. We do a lot of VIPs, but our main focus is on everyday people in our local communities. And if loved one passes away, of course, we help with that. If someone's imminent death, they call us. Of course, we help with that. But our main message we're trying to get out is there's a better way. You can make your pre-arrangements. You can do this years or even decades in advance, and there's huge advantages to doing that, both on the emotional side, where you get to decide yourself what you want to have done. Your loved ones don't have to make those decisions, but on the financial side as well, there are huge benefits and potentially huge cost savings. When you do your pre-arrangements, we lock in those prices. They can never go up for your family, even if that's decades in advance. And it's always transferable in our network, so it is future-proof. So if you do move away or decide to make changes, we can always work through that. I did meet with a woman this week who her husband passed away, and I was looking through the file before I met with her to give her information, actually giving her the urn of her husband. And I was quite surprised that he was my age. He was 49, born in the same month. It was just a few days younger than myself. So that was pretty tragic. And I met with her and, obviously, gave her a lot of information like we do. We provide a lot of support to our families. But also gave her information. She herself is not yet 50. And I said, look, I know you've just lost your husband. It's the last thing you want to think about. But I just want to give you this information while we're meeting today that we, encourage you to consider doing your own pre-arrangements sooner than later. And just gave her the information about, if you were to do something similar that we did to your husband now, we can lock in those prices. We can do a payment plan up to 10 years. But the huge cost savings is, hopefully you're going to be 40 years in advance or 30 years in advance, 35 years in advance. And that potential cost savings is around 30 grand because of inflation. So if you do that now, that's the cost savings there. And she said, thank you for that information. I certainly am going to consider that soon. So that's a message. We'd love to educate people. We do a lot of education with veterans families, for example, about learning about the veterans burial benefits that veterans families are entitled to. We're working with different veterans organizations. We have a homeless veterans program where we provide all the things that the government doesn't. So we do the burial and volunteer our services, even provide a casket and clothing for the homeless veteran. So a lot of things we do. One thing we wanted to mention today, I haven't mentioned before, is about the FEMA funding for...
Yeah, let's talk about that. This is incredible.
Yeah, so FEMA, if you don't know, if you've lost a loved one because of COVID, there is FEMA funding available to you and your family for up to $9,000.
Really?
So that can cover quite a lot, pretty much everything. Carol, you've got some information there. Say about
Sure.
what that covers.
Yes. Your loved one death was attributed by COVID is one of the reasons that you have to be
so
qualified.
to be eligible, your loved one must have died from COVID, and that has to be listed on the death certificate as one of the cause of death at least. So that is definitely required.
Yes. The death must occur in the United States, the District of Columbia, or U.S. territories.
Yep. Okay.
And you must be U.S. citizen or non-citizen national or qualified alien.
Yeah, so the
But
person applying, but the person that passed away doesn't necessarily have to
Doesn't, no.
fulfill that. Doesn't have to be a national.
You must pay for the funeral expenses after January 2020, right?
Yeah, so it can't be any earlier than January 2020, which
Should
is
be.
pretty a no-brainer because
When the
COVID
start-
wasn't around before
Yeah,
then.
it was when this
Yeah.
pandemic started. And you haven't received it. You shouldn't receive any funds from any other companies, insurance, or
Yeah, so it's basically reimbursing the family, and it's intended to help with a hardship. So if you hadn't prearranged that, if you hadn't already have a fund for that, and you need to show that you've paid out already, and that would reimburse those costs.
And the last but not least is that anyone in the family had received any fund from FEMA for this reason.
Yeah, so it's one time deal, but it covers pretty much services of the funeral director, casket, transportation, cemetery,
Cemeteries.
headstone. You know, basically pretty much anything you can think of is potentially covered up to $9,000 per person, or 35,000 something for
Yes.
multiple people in the same household in the same state. So if you did have a loved one that passed away, and maybe you only did the basics, maybe you got the person cremated, but you can still have access to that funding for what you paid out already, and also it can fund, if you want to, place that urn in a cemetery or Neptune Reef, or have some sort of memorial service now. It's going to potentially cover all of those costs.
It's
up to
very easy
$9,000.
because you actually sent us the link, and there's a 10-question quiz on the Dignity Memorial website, and it just says, was it after January 20th, 2020? Yes or no? How did you pay for it? It asks. Do you have receipts for it? Was it funded? And they ask you all these questions, and then it just submits itself, I guess, with some more questions to FEMA, and they say you can receive up to $9,000. I mean, it's 10 simple. I just went through them sitting right here. So simple.
Yes.
Really basic questions to ask.
Very basic, yes.
But-
Very easy for everyone to fill it. Yeah.
I had no idea. You have,
And you know, what's going on right now with the Delta variant that's coming in. Now they're saying that it's as easy to get this as chickenpox.
Yeah.
And it's affecting the younger kids now. Now you're talking about 30 and below. And people are getting sick, and the deaths haven't occurred, but the doctors are worried they're coming. And again, you're talking about, I know a 17-year-old football kid that's in the hospital. He weighs 300 pounds, this kid. And he got sick, and he had the shot. This is the strange thing.
Yes.
And even if you had the shot, you could still get sick, depending on what's going on around you. So you should make some plans. It doesn't really matter the age, the way things are right now, of what you are. I know everybody thinks that if you're 50 and above, that's when you should be talking to Wayne. That's
who
not
thinks
necessarily
50 and
true.
above? I didn't even think, growing up, honestly, and before I met Wayne, I would have thought 70, 75.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what's
But
happening
now,
now.
in our 50s, you and I are doing these, and I know you met with some other people, I think Wayne from the event, and they're in their 50s. And Jay, I think you told us you met with Wayne also, you and Barbara. How was that for you guys?
Sorry?
How was that? Easy?
Painless.
Did he answer some questions that
It's
you
good,
had?
just, you know,
And he's
just,
still here.
He gets, takes all the information and, you know, gets to know a little bit about your lifestyle and what you can do and what you can afford and what you're able to do. And you know, there is no set thing. It kind of all adjusts to whatever your life is.
Yeah.
Did he answer some questions for you that you had, or was it?
Oh,
what
absolutely.
You knew?
Both for myself and my wife. Yes.
What were some of the questions that you had that you thought, oh, I got to ask him this?
Well, we had questions because my wife last year had cancer, and you know, it was a thing, and she's had so many different restrictions and everything due to that, and due to COVID, and due to everything else that's going on, and we just were wondering what you know, we've had so many medical bills, and it's really you know, it's made it kind of tough for us. And so that was our biggest question, was how could we really do something with, you know, with everything else going on that would you know, still come in and still be affordable for us.
And Wayne, did you have some options for them?
Yeah, so when I meet with people, I talk, you know, what's important to you, because everyone's different. Some people, you know, they want to put as much stuff in there as they can. They want to have really a special event, and by doing it ahead of time, they know they can lock in those prices. They're avoiding inflation, and we can do a payment plan to make that affordable and a nice gift for their family. Other people, they're saying, well, we know that burial is really important for us. You know, that's definitely the route we want to go. We don't want to consider cremation. So we need to consider that option. But finances are tight. We need to decide, you know, what's really important for us. So we kind of work through, you know, through a conversation. I kind of help them decide what's critical for them to definitely have in their plan, lock in those prices. And then there are various payment options we can offer around that. Ideally, you'd put everything you can in there, because anything is in there we can lock in, but depending on the situation, that's not always possible. So we say, you know, let's at least have the major costs in there. We can lock in those prices, and we can spread out payments up to 10 years. So that's kind of what we work through.
And I want to ask you, before we go to commercial break, have you found that this past year, now we're a year and a half, almost 2 years, has changed people's mindset on setting their pre-need in place and what they're looking for?
Yeah, I definitely see a different attitude. I think prior to COVID, people almost assumed they were going to die of old age, and it's not anything to worry about. Now, they'll, you know, it's later in life, near the end of life, they'll think about it. And, you know, that is an option, but we strive to educate people, saying, you know, you can go that route, but you're actually giving up all of those cost savings, because those costs are going to continue going up, and the data clearly shows the costs have doubled every 7 to 10 years over the last 50 years, and that's continuing to be the case. So we can clearly say, you know, if you do this years or decades in advance, that's going to save you a lot of money. But I think the attitude has changed, where shit happens. You know, we've seen COVID. It's a reminder that we're mortal. We're not guaranteed to live to die of old age. Something can get us sooner than that. And yeah, we should make those plans, just in case something happens. Hopefully that would be the case, where we can live to what the mortality tables say we should, someone our age, and hopefully beat those odds, even later than that. But you never know. And there's a lot of sad cases like that one I mentioned, you know, someone my age, 49, passing away. You know,
Was it from COVID or something else?
No, it was something else.
Well, I saw that the head of Health in Jacksonville, I told you this, he led the whole hospital into wearing masks and testing and keeping everyone safe in hospital system. He died in a jet ski accident last weekend. Wow. You know, probably, I would say maybe in his 50s, mid-50s is what he looks like. Yeah. You just never know, and that's the crazy thing about life.
Juji's father died Sunday. I forgot to say that. My condolences to Juji, my cousin.
Condolences to all of you.
Ramon, 88, died on Sunday, and but we knew that he was sick and everything else, and Dignity and Umacao took care of it.
Sure. So, you know, it happens, and, you know, we, of course, help families where those pre-arrangements are not in place. But we just encourage everybody to just kind of be a bit brave, just, you know, accept that we are all mortal. It's going to happen eventually, hopefully not anytime soon. But by you putting those things in place, regardless of the circumstance, you're going to make that much easier. Whatever day that is, it's going to make it much easier for your family. They don't have to make those decisions, and potentially, you know, if you put a plan in with the protections in place that we offer, nothing to pay. So that's, you know, that's what we're saying. Please, you know, get the information. Yeah. When we meet with people, you know, I never put any pressure on there saying, you know, you really must purchase this. Even if you end up going with another company, other companies, you know, provide some sort of pre-arrangements as well. Obviously, no one has the network that we do. But even if you do it with somebody else, at least write down what your wishes are. So if something does happen unexpectedly, that at least your family know that what you want. I have seen personally cases where someone has died unexpectedly, and the family's like, you know, we never talked about it. I don't actually know what my dad or mom or spouse, you know, really wanted. And I'm making some guesses here about, you know, what they would have done. And worst case scenario, I've seen where I know that my dad didn't want this, but this is what I can afford. So I know that he wanted, you know, have shipped up to New York to be buried with his family, but he's been cremated. Sorry, that's what I can afford. So just don't put your family in that situation. And the guilt you see of family members, doing that, saying, "Sorry, Dad, but this is what I can do under the circumstances." So we just say, just be brave, get the information. We make it as easy as possible, kind of to educate you, look at various options, and help you decide what's best for you. And it's not to say that what you decide has to be set forever. We get a lot of people that have done their pre-arrangements years before, and they give us a call. It's like, Wayne, I want to go over my plan. I think I want to make some changes. So we can always make some alterations, do something different, even if it's complete change.
Give Wayne
it's
a
better
call.
to do it ahead of time.
Give him a call, 561-654-9000. We're going to go to commercial break. When we come back, more with Friday. We're getting ready for Fry-Yay. Steve Gubb's going to be joining us soon. Any questions, give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A. We've got the colored pencil artist in the house. We've got our new friend, Carol, joining us. We've got new mom saying she's in for next week. She'll be here on Friday. We've got some music coming, a lot of stuff as we head into this hot summer in South Florida.
And it's hot, baby.
It's hot. Stay tuned, and we will be right back.
Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would listen. It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your vision, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have a platform you deserve to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting CAFE to 55312. That's CAFE to 55312. Or call us at 866-224-5422. Your voice can make a difference.
I know some artists use white canvases, but he thrives on a black canvas. And here's the kicker. He only uses pencil, colored pencil, graphite pencil, and pencil for his art pieces. Yes, I know it's hard to fathom that these beautiful pieces came from pencil, but yes, they did. And the only way you can experience Jay Harmon is if you come to the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon, an unconventional artist with a unique story behind every canvas.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. the distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses with added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP Media Productions at 866-224-5422.
Looking for a cool, laid-back space with great people and even better drinks? You can't lose. The Artful Dodger, Boca Raton's hidden gem. A good, old-fashioned local bar is hard to come by, but not anymore. The Artful Dodger is a fun, casual place to sit back and relax. Located at 495 Northeast 20th Street in Boca Raton, you'll find your new favorite bar. The Artful Dodger. We'll see you there.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
What's wrong with your bell?
It's a little discombobulated.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Tell you, it's been
Getting
a
ready for
long
some
freaking
fry,
week,
yay.
man.
Has it? We got more stuff coming up this weekend. Tomorrow night, we are guests of JM Productions at the Arts Garage in Delray Beach. It is the ultimate tribute show. So if anyone's in the area of Delray Beach, it's tomorrow night from 8 to 10. And I believe it's Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, and Barbra Streisand tribute band. Tickets are only $40 or $45, depending on the seat you choose. And it's at the Delray Beach Arts Garage. You can actually even bring in your own food, and it's table seating instead of audience rows.
Table seating's around.
Correct.
You guys been to the Arts Garage?
I have been outside and listened, but I've never actually gone inside. And my wife and I were just like, oh, we need to go something.
You should go, and you can sit with us at this table. We just throw Jeff out.
He's at 2 tables, actually, so there's plenty of room. So we'll be there tomorrow night.
Throwback music? Music, that's making a big comeback. We're trying to bring the comebackers from that era into today's problems. It's kind of an interesting mix that we wanted to do.
It's funny because Chelsea was here yesterday, my daughter, and she looks up and she says, "What is that?" And now all I have to do is say, "Freddie's idea," and she's like, "What's that?" That's a Freddie idea, and what's that? Freddie idea, and she says, "Well, Mom, it's like being at Grandma's house. If you and my mother ever lived together."
Wow.
She's like, being
at Grandma's house.
She said,
Pero qué cosa. Being at Grandma's house.
Because I said, is there anything you want to eat?
Wait a minute. Do I smell like mothballs?
Is there anything you want to eat? She opens the refrigerator like you're at home, because this is like home. What do you have?
First of all,
I said I got pretzels, crackers, vodka, and rum.
Tell your daughter that was a concept, and then the show came afterwards.
I did, and I love the name and how you knew to stick that.
Wayne's never seen how we're talking about. He's looking up and saying, what are you talking about?
Looking up. It says, don't stop the music, and we've got all the instruments on the wall.
Oh, cool.
You've only been here 3 years. And look at Jay, you only been here 5 years.
Has that been there for long? I didn't notice.
Wow.
Has it been there?
It's been there for 2 years.
Has it? I've never seen it.
It's been there for about a year.
Should be a bit lower.
No, it should be higher. One of the producers that came from school played the trumpet, and he left it. He went out to school, whatever. He forgot his trumpet. We call him, he doesn't come. So I was gonna put that trumpet up there. So one day I'm going through Amazon and I see all these toy trumpets and stuff, and I said, you know what? And I got it and I put it up there. And then the show Don't Stop the Music that we're doing now originated from that. So
It was a whole lot of fun that we had with Don't Stop the Music with George Burns and Gracie Allen, so that's a whole lot of fun.
now,
That's
does she
airing
know
tonight.
that you are an opera star?
Carol, has Wayne let it out of the bag?
Didn't know that.
He's very humble.
I can tell.
But when this guy sings, he sang for us one show. And he was pretty good.
He was very good.
I like jazz. I like doing that much better than opera.
And that was Christmas. I want to ask Carol, what got you interested in becoming part of the Dignity team?
Well, I moved from Puerto Rico 3 years ago after Hurricane Maria, and I came from the sales area in radio in Puerto Rico, and I was looking for a job as well in sales. So it was coincidence by sending my resume in Puerto Rico. Dignity helped my mother as well when her burial. And I got very identified with the company, and I said I could do this. I could help other people to this moment that it's a hard moment, but with patience and the right words and moving smoothly, you will get over it. You will deal with it.
You get
and
through it.
I love to help people actually, and this is how I get.
How long have you been living here now?
3 years.
And all the other time you lived in Puerto Rico?
Yes, all my life. All my life.
Big difference?
Yes, many things. Yes, definitely.
Especially
yes.
the last 3 years over there with the,
Oh yes.
But before that, it's still very different over there from over here.
I think he haven't recovered from the hurricane at all. We were without power for a month and a half. My father was without electricity for 6 months. He's 87 years old.
Wow.
And still is very weak. We have the hope because we have a lot of family there, and we used to go pretty often until the pandemic. But we still have the hope that at least come a little bit better than what it is now because it's very, very weak.
See, that's the amazing thing to me, the persistence and the perseverance that people had in Puerto Rico, like your father who chained himself to the house during Hurricane Maria, and he was 85 at the time, 84, living by himself to do that.
Yeah,
And he stayed.
That's because he didn't want to come. I said, Dad, I'm going to go get you because the storm is coming.
Yeah.
I had a round trip ticket. It hit on a Monday. I said, let me go get you Saturday. And we come back. He says, no, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving La Casa, which is what you consider Puerto Rico. I mean, they're very stubborn in PR, is the way it was. Now, did you live in the city or in El Campo?
In Guaynabo, in the city.
The
In
city.
Guaynabo, yes.
City is a whole lot nicer.
Different than where
That's
you.
a nice town, too. But yeah, I lived in the Campo, which is like the jungle. It's like the Amazon.
Yeah, I heard things come out of the toilets.
Yes.
But Humacao is gorgeous. I love Humacao. The beaches.
Or you like the beach?
Yes.
Well, you know, it's an island. If you walk around,
I know.
all
I
the
was
beaches
born
are
there.
fantastic.
I was born
Beaches
there.
everywhere.
I know you were. Did you go to the UP?
Oh, the UP in Bayamon.
In
Yes.
Bayamon. I was accepted. Can you believe a New York Rican made it to the UP in Bayamon? You went, yeah, Bayamon.
Well,
And
what's
I
the
didn't
UP?
go. It's the U of Puerto Rico.
Oh, it's the university?
The U
But she's laughing.
Puerto Rico. Yes, the UP. And you had to take the test. It was like 16-hour test. And you went. And you went to high school?
Well, and a lot of people apply, but not everybody is accepted.
I know,
so
and
it's
I
a
got
reality.
accepted.
And you didn't
I didn't
go?
even speak Spanish.
Really?
Well, a little Spanish. Not like her, you know, I sort of did
¿Tú
what I
hablas
got.
un poco español?
Un poquito.
Ah, bueno.
But I lived in the Bronx, and I know a lot of Spanglish. Now, what high school did you go to?
I went to Academia María Reina.
Oh, excuse me. Wow.
That's a mouthful.
That's like the Harvard of the high school.
Ah.
Sort of. It's a girls' school, and yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Pretty good.
I guess that's what I get my English. So.
Wayne, it sounds like you had someone pretty good joining your team.
Yeah, we're excited. Yeah, she's studying
Well,
hard and getting in there, learning quickly. So it's kind of a steep learning curve, but she's brilliant. She's
Awesome.
doing
Well, welcome. In the fall, we'll be doing another event once everyone gets back from summer and we figure out what's going on here. But gotta do what you gotta do. Keep going is what we have to do.
Well, it's nice that you're representing the Latino community because, I mean, I make fun about a lot of things, but the reality of life is that among the Latino culture, it wasn't as acceptable to do things. I met this guy because my kids decided they were going to cremate me. And I found this out at a Sunday dinner when they were all there. And they're all talking about themselves. And I'm like, I'm sorry, who are you talking about? You, Dad, we're going to cremate me. I'm not getting cremated. Well, it's like Wayne said, that's what we could afford. I said, no, I think my son, because he sort of knows me pretty well, he knew I was going to sort of throw a riot. And I kind of called him that week. And I met with Wayne. I said, let's take care of first things first. Even before the whole, I'm not getting cremated. Now, do you know how many people have approached me? I'm surprised you're not getting more phone calls about putting them in the reef, about the turtle.
Neptune, yeah.
Uh-huh. Because they have a lot of ashes in closet and garages.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So that's a great option if you are considering cremation. We don't bury bodies there, but we can do cremated remains. And we had that Val and Slick went down and we videoed at the headquarters where we mix the cremated remains in concrete and put it into a mold, and you can be part of the main reef, part of the main structure. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be a pillar there, and you get a plaque on there that's copper, and or you can be a fun shape like the turtle here, or a starfish, mermaid. We've got lots of fun shapes. But basically, we're making a man-made reef. And it's the artist made it look like it's the lost city of Atlantis. It's actually one of the most popular dive sites in the world. But it's bringing back sea life to what was Barents Sea. And that's pretty exciting, doing something productive, I guess is the word, with your cremated remains. So it's an alternative if you like the ocean, you like the sea, you like the idea of doing something positive with your remains. We say it's, bringing life after life.
Jay, did you consider cremation at all?
Cremation? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did you take a look at the Neptune Memorial Reef?
I looked at the pictures of it and everything.
Beautiful,
and
right?
It's amazing. Yeah.
We need to, Wayne, do a field trip over there. We got to get that
Well, we wanted to
scheduled
do
and
that,
go.
but everything is dependent on what goes on around us.
Yeah.
Every day something cockeye happens.
So the director's already said, we
Let's
just got to
schedule
choose
a day.
choose
We
a
can wear
time.
masks.
We'll get a boat chartered. We can go out there with the drone.
We should go on a Wednesday when you have 15 people here.
We should.
Yeah, all of them can get a taste of this.
But everyone can wear masks, and those are things that you and I are considering again on what we need to do, and we're bringing the crew in to make those decisions for themselves. But talk about cockeyed, I think we need to head over to Steve Gubb in Boston.
Why, because he's cockeyed?
Maybe.
It's really funny about the thing with the mask, because we live in an era of everything has to be politically correct. You can't say this, you can't say that, because you have to be politically correct. But last I look, deaf is deaf. I mean, you deal with this thing every day. Does anybody come back from deaf?
No, that I haven't seen.
So if you make a mistake, and you die, do you come back to do a do-over? Do you get a second chance at this thing?
Well, apparently our governor
wish.
has now banned masks in Broward County schools.
Well, he can ban anything he wants.
It's
It doesn't
still-
matter. He has an
banned.
opinion just like everybody else. If I have a kid, I'm going to say, you got to wear your mask. And, well, Dad, nobody else is doing it. You ain't nobody else. You were somebody.
We'll see how that rolls off. Let's bring Steve Gubb over. Let's do a quad. He says he's feeling better. He actually slept in a bed.
Hey, Steve, I don't know what you did, but my back is killing me. I'm sleeping on the floor or something, man. I don't know what's
Between
going
you
on.
and Slick and
Slick, what you do? You gave me your backache. Yeah, I know I mean me. Say less. Say less. Say less.
he's like he's pretty quiet over there. We had Slick working hard.
I think he's falling asleep.
Is Steve on the line, guys? All right, we're gonna bring Steve over.
But it's funny because you don't get any redos. You got to do this thing right or don't do it. It's either the right way or the other way, right? I don't understand.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Oh my God.
Ah, he's back.
Why is it that you look better now?
I know.
Since you got your pipe.
Well, I went in for my 60-year rehab and warranty checkup, and what they turned to me, if you notice the characters on Star Trek, the Borg, they were these mechanical guys. So they gave me the Borg treatment, and now I'm ready to go for another 60 years. I can't wait.
I got to tell you, Steve,
oil
I am
change.
so happy to see how you have recovered because you really give hope to people who are so fearful of having bypass and what the doctor's going to say and the outcome. And here you are, you're looking amazing. You were on the show with us like 10 days post-op, which is spectacular. So you definitely are like, I don't want to say poster child, but certainly a model to emulate on recovery.
You know, I've been fortunate in that I've been able to talk to several people who have had this operation over the last 10 years, and they after the surgery they're better than ever. They didn't realize what condition they were in prior to the surgery. And again, I know I said it to you last week and the week before, the surgery is one monster of a surgery, and I don't wish it upon anybody. But if the choices are have the surgery or, talk to Wayne, I'm having the surgery.
But I gotta tell
Wayne,
you.
I love you, but I'm not ready.
We want to see you on the other side.
Hi,
We want to see
Steve.
you
It's
this
never
side.
too early to do your pre-arrangements.
But
You
I
should
gotta
get that in
tell you,
place.
you look pink. You look like salmon. You look pretty good.
Yeah. It's not. I'm walking almost 4 miles a day now, which I certainly never did. But that's really the only therapy you can do. You can't lift anything. I can't drive. I can't do anything like that for another few weeks. But with all the walking I'm doing, it keeps the weight off, gets everything working, gets the heart moving, and gets you back on your feet. I literally, as Dawn, as you mentioned, I haven't been able to sleep in a bed until 2 nights ago because I can't lie flat. And I've been sleeping on my couch and sitting up. I had the best night's sleep last night that I've had since I had to go into the hospital on July 1st. So it's great. I'm coming along. I'm thrilled. Believe me, I'm thrilled to be here. And I'm feeling, all in all, I'm feeling pretty damn good, all things considered.
That is great. So we had to start Friday a little early with some gubba. This is what's left.
And they won't let me open this bottle.
Well, dude, we got our eyes on you, Freddie. We got our eyes on you.
We had some guests in, I guess it was last week, and she went up to Black Tie Liquors. She had a bottle of her Gubba Gold because she absolutely loved it. She lives up in Wellington. So she was excited
wonderful.
about that.
Wonderful. I have somebody I want to do a tasting up at Black Tie and up at with Rakesh at Black Tie. Yeah, I want to get a tasting done in the next couple of weeks there. So looking forward to that, and we'll do something at Boca Liquors very shortly.
So I got to get the opportunity to get a little creative today with everybody's drinks. So Jay Harmon got Gubba Gold with coconut pineapple and a little bit of peach schnapps.
Sounds delicious.
Wayne got, was it good,
Excellent.
Jay?
It's wonderful. It was really a
He's-
great combination.
He has no pain. He seems like he's very happy over it.
I'm very happy.
Wayne and Carol got the Gubba Gold with Kahlua and a little bit of cream.
Not much of that
Delicious.
left. Yeah.
Always good. Kahlua and cream with Gubba Gold is fabulous.
Slick got the Gubba Silver with a little bit of the orange juice, peach schnapps, and the pineapple coconut.
Again,
the
that
same
sounds
thing.
fabulous.
You got the same thing.
And you got the same thing.
And we got that because I had to be a little sparing on the gold, so we had
Very
to
sparing.
we had to switch to the silver.
She was very sparing.
Is that the end of the gold?
About 2 inches. Yes.
That's it. No more, huh?
I think I might have a little bit. I think we have about a half a bottle of the gold in the back. But people love it. People definitely
great.
love it. Barbara
Very
from
glad to hear it.
the Artful Dodger, she loves the silver. She said this Gubba Silver, the coconut, is her favorite.
She makes.
Who is this again? Barbara?
Barbara from the Artful Dodger, she said this is the best, either straight, she really likes it straight, or as your base to mix with anything. She said goes with the silver.
Well, I'm glad she's on our side. I really appreciate it.
She likes to.
Gotta be in touch with her.
Slick, can you take care of that?
What?
Getting Barbara in touch with Steve?
Yeah, I can do that, Steve. Just for you.
He's
Free
like,
of
yeah, he'll do
charge.
that for you.
Just for you, Steve. I can do
We
that.
actually went up to.
Thank you, Slick.
We actually went up there and we were hanging out up there, and she was pouring shots with the drinks, and because it was happy hour till I don't know midnight up there, it's like happy hour all day there. She was pouring this stuff. And I gotta tell you, everybody that came in was like, wow.
But
wow.
Freddie had her make a Long Island iced tea with the Gubba Gold.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Watch out now.
I haven't had one of those since I was in high school.
Freddie got it, but Freddie didn't drink it because somebody had took it away from him.
Yeah.
So I had to order a second.
I went for like this low-fat frou-frou vodka mint urbana whatever, and it was so not good.
It's horrible.
It was just
You know,
not good. So
We got to get you off the vodka thing. Got to get you off the vodka thing. Vodka, vodka is used in so many drinks because it doesn't taste like anything. Everybody says, yeah, it's really good. It tastes great. It's vodka. It's a neutral spirit. We want you to drink something with taste.
So he
That's
did.
why Gubba is here.
That's why.
So I took his Long Island iced tea, and then he had to get another one. So we definitely had to move the vodka aside and move into the Gubba Gold Long Island iced tea for sure.
It was delicious. And I had
That
to tell you,
sounds good.
You can make a lot of things. This stuff, we even talked to the ice cream people and the donut people, because this is the one I want to give the donuts.
Mini Donut World.
Mini Donut World. They do donuts and they put booze in this little pipette.
I have to introduce you to them, Wayne,
Oh wait, you got to meet these people.
for
They
any
are
of your
unbelievable.
events.
Yeah, I was drooling all over the screen watching the donuts.
Jay
So much
came in
Jay
to
came
have
over to
some.
have
Oh
one.
yeah, oh yeah. It's
You know how many left?
it puts a new spin on happy hour, I think, with donuts. You know.
And they want to use this Gubba on this. So I told them that when you're up to it, I want you to call them
Yeah.
and talk to them.
I can call him anytime. At this point, I'm breathing, I'm speaking, I'm awake, I'm reasonably coherent, as coherent as I ever am. I'm happy to call him. I can give him a call at the beginning of the week.
We'll definitely send you their phone number. But they have these mini donuts, all different flavors with pipettes of different
Yeah.
upper shelf liquor. So they pair like Kahlua with maybe a cookies and cream donut, and they compare, I don't know, maybe like a pineapple upside down donut with the silver, and then something else with the gold.
They have the guava and cheese.
Oh, you would love that,
So
Carol.
and I was thinking guava and cheese with this rum
Oh, with the gold.
is unbelievable because of the sweetness of it. Unbelievable.
Can't wait. I'm ready.
And they will deliver anywhere. So Wayne, we think maybe for some of your events it would be great also.
Yeah, that's good.
Always thinking.
I want to do a pencil for Jay's pencil art. On
You
the
do a lot
cupcake.
of things.
I know.
Mini Donut World,
It was fantastic. It's fantastic. And again, the stickball people up in Wellington,
Wellington.
also want to sit and talk.
Have you ever played stickball, Steve?
Yeah, yes, I did. When I was a kid, there was a big gas station that was more or less around the corner from my house. And we had a lot of kids in the neighborhood, and we played stickball. And if you hit the ball over the houses across the street, it was an automatic grand slam. It was great, a lot of fun.
So they've got these great rules because everyone is over the age of pretty much 70. So there's no running, there's no running involved. You just hit it. And I said, how do you keep score of if you're just hitting? So if you hit a certain amount, like 100 feet is one base, up to 250 feet is two bases, and then a home run was what? I don't even know how many feet it
Well,
was.
it's
but it was
different zones.
Yeah.
They do a little bit different because it's a little hot here in Florida and nobody wants to run. But the unique thing of this game is they pitch 55 feet, one bounce. That's like
Oh,
from
okay.
this building to here, 55 feet from over there to that back wall on one bounce, so you can hit it. You get 7 pitches. And me and Slick were trying the other day. That's almost impossible. These guys got to be really
Yeah.
freaking good.
Yeah, it's tough. We used to have a great time playing stickball at this place. They had a huge parking lot. It was a ton of fun.
when are you coming down?
Parking lot, Don. Parking lot.
When are you coming down to visit us?
Well, I think it's going to be at least the earliest would be mid-September. more likely toward the end of September, because there is a Craft Spirits Festival on Friday, October 8th. That's the name of it, the Craft Spirits Festival in Coconut Grove at a building called the Cruise Building. It's been around for about 8 years. Great event, and I'm absolutely going to be there. And I'm also talking with somebody about participating. I don't know if I would be there for this. On September 11th, there's going to be an event up in, I think, in Melbourne, in support of sexually abused children. And I spoke with somebody yesterday. I said anything I can do to be helpful, to help raise money for the event, I want to do. So I hope to participate in that event. And then there's the Miami Rum Festival in November. There's a festival in San Diego, but that's 3,000 miles away. Not too easy to get to in September. Not likely I'll do it, but I am going to talk to somebody about representing me at that. We'll see.
Slick, you want to go? Oh, he's not in here. Yeah, he goes, yeah, she's on the floor stretching, I think. A lot of things in Miami, but definitely to bring some awareness to the Gubba Gold, because all you have to do is taste it, and you want it, and you're sold. So it's just a matter of getting people to taste it, experience it, and then they all want it. It's easy. That's our goal, and in a couple of weeks, I hope to be back at it again.
Steve, let me ask you a question. If there is a business, I don't know what you call it, business bonanza, where they have multiple venues, they have multiple businesses in this huge field, 5 acres. Am I allowed to pour, not sell, but pour tastings in that particular arena?
It depends on the nature of the event. There are specific events like that where you are, without question, allowed to pour samples. And for example, any event, there's one, I think it's going to be held this year in November, Doral Food, Wine, and Spirits Festival. We're specifically permitted to pour samples of Gubba rum or any other spirit. But if they just have to have permits issued by the city. It really is up to that type of thing, whether or not they have the proper permits. And if they do, then you can pour it.
That'd be a
Because
whole lot of
Shirley
fun.
usually does pour wines, so I'm thinking that they allow it. And I want to take the lady from Tampa down to North
Because Jay, Freddie spoke to Peter
Yeah.
about doing a Saturday swap shop type of parking lot thing for vendors, all different kinds of vendors, and Peter's like, I'm all in.
Is he? Good. Great.
He told me, Freddie,
Fantastic.
I could give you 5 acres. Is that enough? I was flipped. I said, what? 5 acres is a lot of land.
And he's a not a vineyard, but a winery.
Right? It's
guess.
it's a winery, a distillery, and a Miami Brewing Company and a restaurant, and he's got all this land there that they have events like. He has a 60-foot inflatable screen, and they show live concerts
Wow.
From all over the world.
Yeah, that are screened, that are, I guess, through satellite. I
Yes.
guess is how they
And
how they
guess
get them
what? We spoke to Jack, and I spoke to Peter. He wants to now do the concert from his place, the singers there.
From
And
Jack's?
from
Peter's.
Peter's, and we're going to satellite it out to other venues all over the country.
So what I'm thinking is
that's
he is zoned.
fantastic.
He's got to be zoned to serve alcohol
Yes.
because he's a winery distillery, which is where Gubba comes in.
Yeah, if you have Freddie, if you have an event on coming up of that nature, if they're properly permitted and we can have a sampling table, I would certainly love to participate. And if I can't make it because it's just a little too soon for me, I can certainly have a brand ambassador there. In addition, I would highly, highly, highly recommend that you talk to my friend Van, who owns V's Cheesecakes. She is spectacular. Her cheesecakes are beyond belief. And you got to contact her and make sure she's at that show. She'll knock them dead.
I got to ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you have any pull with her?
With Van? Absolutely. She's a dear friend. She's a dear friend of mine.
We've tried to book her on the show for the past 4 months,
She's busy.
Yeah, really.
but she's really busy. So if you could help us facilitate that, that would be great.
I'll see what I'll talk to her. I'll see what I can do. You know, she has had a ton of success with her cheesecake business. It's grown from being a stand at these farm weekly farm stands to now she's actually been. I think she's found commercial space to move into. She's going to be doing it commercially. She's had tremendous growth. She's had tremendous success, and it's well deserved because her products. You're not going to lose an ounce when you have her products. I'm going to tell you because they are that good.
Wow.
They are that good, and she's great. She's just she's just a sweetheart of a friend and a person. She is just a real dear friend.
Amazing. Let's take a commercial break. Steve, can you stay with us?
I'd be delighted. Thank you.
All right, let's take a quick commercial break. Give us a call, 888-994-4995. It is time, as Freddie says, to get your Gubba weekend going early. Why is your voice always in my head?
Because you're a sibling.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Proudly distilling out of West Palm Beach, Florida, Lost Harbor Spirits is a true treasure waiting to be discovered. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Hi, I'm Tracy McDonough, owner and founder of Healing Moments. Healing Moments is a healing playroom, a mind, body, spirit center. Our service is love and compassion, and the environment is soothing, peaceful, and inviting. Every area is designed for healing and peace. We deliver services such as massage therapy or lymphatic drainage, energy healing and Reiki, chakra balancing, physical vascular therapy for circulation and pain, vibrational medicine using frequencies and oils, and music in order to calm and relax your mind, body, and spirit. We also offer detoxification services using infrared sauna, ionic foot baths, and power plates. All of our modalities are designed to reduce stress, anxiety, induce relaxation, relieve pain, and provide detoxification and inflammation reduction for optimal healing and wellness.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Jay Harmon exclusively in the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon captures the essence of really creative and captivating mind. Jay Harmon brings light into the darkness on majority of his pieces, using a negative background to highlight the details of some of his looks. I know some artists use white canvases, but he thrives on a black canvas. And here's the kicker. He only uses pencil, colored pencil, graphite pencil, and pencil for his art pieces. Yes, I know it's hard to fathom that these beautiful pieces came from pencil, but yes, they did. And the only way you can experience Jay Harmon is if you come to the Gallery of Boca. Jay Harmon, an unconventional artist with a unique story behind every canvas.
Introducing Verijet, a new concept in short-haul aviation designed to get passengers closer to where they want to go. Powered by the award-winning Cirrus Vision Jet. The aviation world is talking about its unique state-of-the-art safety features, including the aircraft parachute system, and safe return that allows it to land itself in an emergency. Cabins are disinfected between passengers, and microparticle filtration treats the air every 30 seconds. All in a beautifully appointed premium cabin with plenty of room and first-class service and amenities. Verijet, the best short-haul alternative.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873. Do you need a strong cup of coffee to get you through your day? Try your very own Brooklyn Cafe Show coffee, the official coffee of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. You can pick up a bag from us, or two. Contact us at 866-224-5422, or just stop on by. We're at 2400 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard, Suite 13. Come on in, grab a bag of our signature Brooklyn Cafe coffee. The cafe doors are always open. Looking for a place to get your ice cream fix? Look no further than Cold Stone Creamery. At Cold Stone, we make our ice cream fresh every single day in store. We have over 20 different ice cream base flavors and over 30 different mix-ins to choose from. We also have plenty of signature creations if you don't want to go ahead and choose your own. To end your creation, you can put it in one of our freshly made waffles. We have ice cream cakes, ice cream sandwiches, milkshakes, smoothies, banana splits, sundaes, and so many other things for you to come check out and enjoy. We are the official ice cream store of the Brooklyn Cafe. Hope to see you soon, and remember, it's always a great day for ice cream.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Val, too. Certain things are off limits.
Hey, we're back.
I don't share nicely. We are back at the Brooklyn Cafe as we wrap up our Friday. What a week, is all I can tell you. Check out Jeremiah's. There's a new Jeremiah's location. Their grand opening is next week, but they had a soft opening on July 5th. There's always a line. It is absolutely delicious. If you like Italian ice or soft ice cream, it is on Glades Road and the Turnpike. So it is on the southwest corner where the Publix Greenwise is. It's right in there next to Core Life. There's always a line, but it's really, really good.
Have you been? Have you been?
Yes, my wife and I went there.
Did you get in?
We went inside. So there's like two counters. There was a line outside. So my tip is go inside. There's another counter. They serve
You didn't wait on the line?
No.
You just went in?
So there's two counters. There's one outside.
There's two windows and there's two
then you
inside.
walk in,
Oh, there's
you
an
walk-
outside window?
Yes.
There's an outside window and there's an inside window.
No.
So I just went on the inside window. I just walked inside. There's another window, and they'll kind of help you. It's like, yes, you can.
So they would like us to help cover their grand opening next Sunday
I'm all
at
in.
6
I
o'clock.
can't even
They
get in the
asked.
place. I went in, there was a mob.
So they want to actually do a radio show with us one evening. We got to give Lori a
Let's do
call,
this.
but check out Jeremiah's. It's brand new. It's a woman-owned business
Nice.
with her and her children, which has been amazing. About a month old it is, and grand opening is next weekend.
Jay, have you been?
We have not played your piece, by the way. Where
I
is it?
haven't been there yet,
See if they'll
You gotta go.
download it.
but
for
So
us.
I think
I have to say,
I'll
I'm
be going
probably
soon.
not a great fan of Italian ice, but what I love is the vanilla ice cream mixed in, and
Yeah.
it's just a completely different
They
experience.
have like a
It's so
mint
yummy.
chip one. They've got cookie dough. They've got all different kinds of flavors.
That one that I had that had the ice cream and,
That's
and the
what Wayne's
strawberry
talking about.
spiral in it. In Puerto Rico, you remember limbes? Los limbes. See, they don't know these traditions.
You know what I've noticed about people from Puerto Rico? They
Yeah.
always smile a lot.
Of course.
Except
That's 'cause
you.
the-
We're happy
the-
people.
The heat bakes the smile in our
Look
face.
how happy Carol is.
Thank you. Yes.
And
oh.
piragua, right,
I tried
Carol?
the piragua.
There's a difference between una piragua and un coquito. Remember the coquito,
You
the
mean
white
the
cups?
drink?
No, the coquito, in New York, they used to sell coconut
Hey, let's bring
limbes.
Steve over also.
Coconut limbes.
You
But the
had that in
limbes
Puerto
were
Rico or in the Bronx?
in the Bronx of Puerto Rico.
The Bronx of Puerto Rico. You like that, Steve? The Bronx of Puerto Rico.
Exact same thing.
Don't laugh because you know in Boston they do the same thing.
Of course we do. We have Richie's Slush from East Boston. Are you kidding? It's all the same. Italian ice. Love it.
Richie Slosh
Richie's Slush.
or
Slush.
slush? Remember
Slush.
that little machine? You put the ice cubes in it and it created the slush. Used to turn.
Oh, absolutely. That's the best.
Remember that little
That's
machine?
like piragua.
Piragua. Piragua is the scraping of the ice.
Yes.
See in the Heights?
No, not yet.
Don't see it. It's there.
Slick's going to sing it for you. Slick will reenact the whole thing for you.
Have you
Whole new
gone to the
perspective.
movies, Steve?
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, Freddie.
Have you gone to the movies?
No, I have not.
Go see In the Heights.
In the Heights. Okay.
I was reading an article that Scarlett Johansson is suing Disney.
Yeah, she's so stupid.
Not really, because her
Ah.
contract allegedly says it was going to be released in major theaters only, and she was getting a percentage of ticket sales. And they released it with streaming.
Read the rest of the contract.
I haven't read the
Unless
contract.
Certain circumstances happen.
Like an act of
wanted,
God?
No, like they wanted a certain number of tickets sold to do that.
It's interesting, though, right?
It's gonna be settled.
Of course it will.
Don't worry. I'm more interested if the Mets are gonna make a trade today because today's a trade deadline. That's all I care about.
Well, watch out, Freddie. The Red Sox just picked up Kyle Schwarber from the Cubs, from the Nationals.
Who?
Kyle Schwarber. 25 home runs, 72 RBIs.
I don't understand the Mets. I really don't understand it. Everybody, the Dodgers picks up. The whole national team was traded. The whole team.
I know, that's astounding.
And the Dodgers get two players that are great. The Dodgers, I don't know where they're going to put them because everybody's an all-star on that team.
Yeah.
Even the bank is
Yeah.
an all-star. And now the Red Sox pick up this guy. Unbelievable. I'm so depressed. All right, more Gubba. Somebody get me a This is ridiculous.
Have another one.
You need some more Gubba. Jay, what are your plans this weekend?
I'm mostly doing artwork this weekend. I have a commission for a pet portrait I'm working on, and plus I have some pieces that I'm continuing to do. I'm going to be doing more this weekend with the breakfast.
The first breakfast.
First breakfast picture. My goal is by, let's see, the end of next week to hopefully have 15 faces on it.
Wow.
Do you have Steve from Gubba on there?
I don't yet. I haven't got his picture yet.
Steve, I need you to email me 3 pictures, front, side, like when you go to the precinct.
Yeah, I have them. I have them from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts Department of Corrections. I can send them right down.
Thank you.
You just have to block out, the number.
His number.
Block out the
Send
number,
one
the
with
prison
mustache
number.
Either. Don't send the one with the Fushu mustache.
Yes, the first breakfast is coming along. So one of the new producers, he saw the picture, and he's looking at it, trying to figure out when they were moving the tables, what to do with this picture. So we had to explain that Jay is creating our picture of the first breakfast, which is everything about the cafe and all of our friends and our guests. Wayne, for sure, you are in it. Jay, of course. I think we've got Jay, we've got Gubba, we've got Tracy in her prayer hands from Healing Moments.
Right, I've got Amy is going to be in it. I need a picture of Wayne, by the way, so
Wayne,
I will.
Your mugshot.
I've got a special place for him in the picture. So.
God.
Oh, God, I can only imagine.
Wayne holds a special place in everybody's heart.
Yes.
But it's a whole lot of fun. How about you, Wayne? What are your big plans?
We're actually getting ready. We're going to go on a cruise. Not this coming weekend, but the weekend after. So just kind of planning for that. So it's my wife's birthday the second week of August. So
The
we
big one,
decided
right?
Yes, it's
She's
kind of a big
older
one.
than you?
She's a year older, yeah.
Wow, you went for an older woman.
What's the big one?
5-0
That's
Yeah.
the big one?
It is when you're
Well,
getting
Well,
for us.
our decade,
Then I'm
yeah.
going to celebrate my super big. I'm going to celebrate
next
the
decade it'll be
catastrophe
6-0,
one.
but no, it's 5-0. So we're braving a cruise. So we're going on Celebrity Edge cruise, leaving from Fort Lauderdale. We're going to Honduras, a couple places in Mexico, and Nassau on the way
When
back.
are you leaving?
We're leaving on August 7th for a
Oh,
week.
okay. So you'll be here next Friday?
I will.
Okay. Good, because we planned everything around you.
Yeah. No, I'll be here. So, yeah, but we're just kind of
Nice.
getting ready. It's been a while since we've traveled anywhere. Getting the suitcases out of the closet and seeing what we've got for clothes and stuff. But
Yeah, I was looking at all the suitcases in my garage going, I should really just
You
throw
know, I
them
got
away.
a question. Jay, when you go on vacation,
Yeah.
do you take anything to draw on vacation, or you just leave all that behind?
I usually take a sketch pad or something in case I see anything that I want to get any ideas, but mainly I do photography when I go on vacation. And,
You do photography.
and that's what what I do. I get my my ideas like that and do something. Yeah.
Do you take work with you when you go on vacation?
I don't go on vacation.
You have. You went to Canada and stuff.
Do you know how long ago that vacation was?
I didn't say it wasn't a long time ago.
That was about the second month I was working with you.
No, it wasn't. It was a couple of years ago.
It was in August, and we were still up at iHeart.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
I have not gone on vacation in a very long time.
But when you do you take work with you? You leave it behind.
I always have work with. Well, if I go anywhere, I always have my computer with me. Like this fall, we're going to plan on going to visit Aaron in D.C. He's moving. Oh my gosh, in like 10 days, I found out. I went, oh. So I'll probably go visit him for a long weekend. Will I take my computer? Probably.
Really? And you take your work with you? You guys take your work with you when you go on vacation?
I try not to.
No, it's a break. It's a brain break.
Yeah.
They
I
have
never
to.
take a brain break. Do you?
They hide my computer until I come back. They hide, and they want to hide my phones and everything else.
they?
'Cause, yeah, I mean, everybody, even my son. I went with Freddie to the Bahamas, believe it or not. And I don't know why. We just went, me, him, and Linda. It was 30 degrees. It was the coldest day in the history of the Bahamas when I went. And we were on that boat that takes you onto the island. And when we came back, the captain was drunk. And he ran into the boat, into the ship. Swear to God. He ran into this thing. I almost fell overboard. Guy held me. He caught me. And Freddie grabbed me. I said, you got to be kidding me. And the guys came running out. And they took the captain or whoever it was. They threw him. And they docked it next to the big boat. But he ran right into the damn thing. It was
Wow.
craziness.
Are there a lot of new protocols for getting on the cruise ships?
Yeah, so yeah, we're a little bit nervous, but they're very good. You got to be 100% of the staff are vaccinated, fully vaccinated. 95% of all the guests have to be fully vaccinated. They're only allowing 5% really to accommodate children who can't be vaccinated yet. They're limiting the guests to a third of normal capacity. So instead of 3,000, we expect about 1,000 guests on
Nice.
board. You got to go early and be tested, even though you've been vaccinated before. They will let you near the ship. So there's lots of things that.
Do they test you when you're going on the ship?
Yes.
And they test you when you come off the ship?
And I think several times during the cruise
I
as
think
well.
they test
So-
every time
They
you go
test
on
you
port.
on the cruise.
Well, because you're going on ports and things. So
I can't be putting that stick up my nose. I have
whatever.
allergies.
So we'll see. But hey, I'm in an environment where pretty much 100% of people are vaccinated. I think that sounds pretty safe. So
Yeah.
so yeah, and hopefully we'll have some fun.
Did you see in Chicago they had the concert, the Bazooka, Labuka, whatever it is?
Lollapalooza, I don't know.
That one.
Really?
Yes, in Chicago. Over 125,000 people showed up for this monster.
Wow.
Wow.
and they show them walking across the bridge, this huge bridge, to get into this big place that they have them, right? They had to all go through testing, or you had to have proof within the last 3 days that you were tested. Otherwise, you couldn't get in. And the cops were there escorting people by the drones who weren't vaccinated. And then they opened up a booth to vaccinate people. If you wanted it, you still couldn't go to the concert.
Wow.
And there was a concert. So what do you think about Biden saying offer $100 if you get a shot?
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you think? What do you think, Steve?
That the whole testing thing is, for me, makes me nuts. When I went into the hospital, they stuck that, like you just said, Freddie, they stuck that thing not into my nose but into my eyeball. It was horrendous.
Yeah.
I looked like a prisoner of war jumping around in agony. It was terrible. It really was bad. I would just as soon stay in a closet.
How do you feel having to pay $100, giving people $100 to get the vaccination?
You know, I think it's ridiculous, because now you've got Joe Biden, who just this morning said he will pay everybody $100 to get vaccinated.
Yep.
So which is it? Are you going to pay people to do it, or are you going to charge them to do it? It makes no sense, because nobody's going to do it if they start charging them.
No,
that's not going to happen.
But it isn't fair, because we did the right thing and got vaccinated. I ain't got no money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So they're going to pay everyone who already got vaccinated. It's like retroactive pay. I mean,
It is in Massachusetts.
No.
But I think the
He
people
never
that
said
are,
that.
the people that are refusing to be vaccinated, $100 is not going to change their minds.
Well, you can go to a bar in Kentucky and they give you a shot for the shot. You get a booze. That didn't work.
That's right.
You go
That's
to
right.
California,
Maybe if it's Gubba rum, that would convince them.
There you go.
or you
That
go
would
to-
that would bring them in.
You go to California and they give you a lotto ticket if you take a shot. A lotto
Freddie,
ticket. I mean,
in
you hit the big one.
In Massachusetts yesterday, they pulled the first of $5 million drawings. If you are vaccinated, you sign up to be entered into this lottery. It's called Vax Millions. You can win $1 million. There's 4 more drawings to go. And if you're 18 or under, you get a $300,000 college scholarship. This is what they're doing to get people vaccinated.
Wow.
You got to get bribed to get.
You got to bribe people now to do it.
I think that the secret to this thing is Wayne. Wayne will give you a free coffin if you don't. I mean, you know.
You're right. You're right. The secret is Wayne, because Wayne will say either you get vaccinated or you're going to be my next customer.
That's right.
And that'll convince everybody to go.
You ain't lying about that. But how did you feel about when you saw that? I said, what a chip. I didn't get nothing.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Everyone, now people on the other side are going to say, well, you know, that's not right because you're paying everyone this is, I don't know. Don't ask me, because I got my own opinions on the whole situation.
I don't know. It's a very simple. You know, it's funny. When this whole thing started and the vaccine came out, I told Dawn, I'm going to go first. And I went before anybody. And she went last. And she tells me, I don't think I'm going to get it. I said, wait a minute. You made me go get it. You're going to go get it. So there's really, I mean, think about it. We got vaccinated as kids, most of us anyway. And we didn't grow a third ear. Is there stuff that's in there that you shouldn't take? Yeah, but I think that the consequence
But I
could
think
be a whole lot
it's bigger
worse.
than that. It's
Everything is bigger than that, Dawn.
It's choice, is what they're saying.
You know, forget about the choice. What about my choice to live? Do I got a choice? Do I get a right to say, hey, wise guy, go to a deserted island somewhere and you could go choice over there? I mean, where's my choice? I'm just asking. I just want to know.
There's a big issue, COVID vaccine aside, about this whole mistrust of the media, this whole alternative facts. Anybody can broadcast anything on social media or whatever, and all this misinformation. I think it's kind of a sad symptom of today's society, and it's a mess. You don't know, people are in a, they don't know what to believe. They're like, I don't trust people. You know, my sources are telling me this, and I prefer to believe that over what you're telling me. And I think there's a bigger issue there, and I think we really need to kind of investigate that
agree.
moving forward, because I think it's potentially
But Wayne,
pretty
the
pretty
problem
hazardous.
with investigations is that nobody's going to cure this thing for the next 20 years.
No, I know.
I
This
don't
ain't
think
going to
that
have an answer.
You know, and
this
I-
is going to exist, I think, in some sort of mutation, just like the flu does, just like chickenpox does, just like shingles does.
And then you want me to trust the people who don't trust anybody, which makes absolutely no sense to me. So people that are saying, I should have a right for free choice. I'm going to trust free choice right now? I think it's gotten past free choice.
Oh, there's a whole lot of political stuff.
Now,
to
let
it.
me ask you a question. All kidding aside, if it affected one of your kids, if your kid is 5, 10, 15, and affects one of your kids, and you're in the hospital with them, what are you going to tell me then? That it doesn't exist and that he have free choice too? Are we going to wait till the barn burns down to say maybe I shoulda? Maybe I shoulda, coulda?
Well, that's what the other side is saying.
Until it hits you at home. Until that happens. Who's the famous singer that died yesterday?
Well, look at all the
I don't know.
cases now of polio and smallpox.
Because
Coming
nobody
back?
wants to take the vaccine.
And why aren't there any? Because the vaccination worked.
Yeah, 'cause
And
it
remember in
eradicated
California a
it.
couple of years ago, they stopped taking it and the outbreak came? Was that the
came back
media
'cause they were-
also
yeah.
that did that?
I mean, I can understand that, like, saying, oh, the vaccine hasn't been tested, you know, it's like, yeah, because that takes 10 years to go through all the everything. And, you know, yeah, it may not be 100%. It may not, you know, there might be something that pokes its head later on. But I'd rather bet on the vaccine rather than take my risks with the virus.
Right.
100%. Because that's
And I
proven.
had the virus and it was really bad, and I didn't think about twice having the vaccine. So I had the virus in January, and I took my vaccine also. So
And it
I
goes
don't
to
want to
show
be
you.
there again ever.
And it
ever.
goes to show you, yes. And people will say, you see, she didn't die, but this is not about dying. You know, there's a difference because I probably
it
am
was very
older.
hard.
Well, shouldn't
Me
you
and Jay are
say
probably
she
the
could
oldest
have
ones.
permanently lost her taste of smell and taste?
I still don't smell.
You know, the
You
quality
see,
of
now I
life
couldn't
as
live
well,
with
you
that
know?
because I
It's
got
horrible.
I gotta
It's
taste it.
really, really bad.
Yeah.
If I don't
So-
eat, if I don't taste, it's all over.
And I think if there was something critically wrong with the vaccine, there'd be evidence of that by now. How many thousands or millions of people have taken the vaccine? There aren't people dying of the vaccine. I mean, there's conspiracy theories saying, oh, they're hiding those facts. You know, there's all these people that are being killed by the vaccine. Like, no.
No, but all
Absolutely not.
doctors and people in the medical, and they took all the vaccines also. So there's
Yeah, I mean, evidence people have died of the virus. That's real.
Well, they're saying that they didn't die of the virus because let's say you had a heart attack because your immune system broke down. It's classified a heart attack, not the virus. Everything has a spin. I met a doctor the other day and he's tired. He says, Freddie, Jackson Memorial, is that the place? He says, listen, I don't care about free will. No, I'm tired, man. I can't go through this again. My staff can't go through this again. They can't. I mean, human beings that are saving other human beings are right now exhausted. The system is exhausted until it collapses.
and they're putting their life in risk and their family because they're working at the hospital trying to help people, and you know they're taking out the first risk of dying also.
That's the problem.
It's not right.
And the nursing
It's
homes are now starting to limit visitations again,
Again.
which
Yeah.
what that does for those people in nursing homes and those in memory care, that's just really hard, and for family members that can't get there. So be prudent, do your due diligence, stay safe, and respect those others.
But don't complain when the hammer is dropped and we go back to where we were a year ago. Don't complain. I don't want to hear the complaints. You have choice. You know what? Getting the shot is another choice. You know how not getting the shot is a choice? Getting the shot is another choice. And you're going to have to take the good or the bad.
Yeah.
And there is no cure.
I heard one of your other clients got it yesterday, and he had it,
And he was all over the radio saying, no, don't get it. This is it.
and he got it,
And he,
right?
and he had the virus. He got it at a place.
Right.
Because he had knee surgery, yeah. And he got it because the doctors told him, you,
He's
in
high
your
risk.
condition,
Yeah.
are super risk. Not high, he passed high.
Yeah.
He's super risk, and he may not come out on the other side. So he took it out of fear of what's worse. Come on. I mean, we're adults here. Most of us anyway. Just do the right thing. Think about it subconsciously, what you're going to be putting your loved ones through if you don't do it for yourself.
And give Wayne a call.
Or
put everything in place.
Or call the man.
You should put everything in place anyway. And Wayne,
I hate to put that burden on him.
Wayne, I got to get up to
Steve, we're putting the burden on Wayne.
Star of David, Palm Beach. Is that what it is? Star of David,
Yeah.
Palm Beach? I
Yeah.
got to get up there and take a look.
You do.
Haven't been there yet.
Got your place.
I have not seen my final
And we
resting
can-
place.
We
I bought
went.
it. I bought it online.
We
Steve.
went. Did I tell you we went?
How was
Me
it?
and the guys went. We
You
brought
liked
out.
it?
We started playing dominoes.
Slick, did you find the Jeremiah's piece?
Slick is asleep.
He might be asleep. I asked him to play the Jeremiah's piece.
Yeah, we're going there. We went to play dominoes. You have a beautiful lake and trees and stuff.
That's good.
Did you know that?
That's what I asked him for it. I said, do I have a lakeside view? And he said, well, kind of.
Well, with global warming, that lake is going to turn into a giant mud
We could
hole.
all be lakeside.
It's going to be mud. Not even mud
I'll
out
be
there.
part of the Neptune Reef.
Yes, there'll be
whole
fishes
lakeside
in
view.
turmoil.
But I got to tell you, Steve, you are looking fantastic. Again, kudos to
Thank
your
you, John.
wife. Because I think you should bottle however she took care of you because she did a spectacular job.
She did. She did. God bless her.
100%. You look great. We got to get some more gubba. Let us know how we can help with the next tasting, and we can share that out because we share it as much as we can with everybody who comes in, and everyone loves it.
Well, that's great. Great to hear. I'm so glad to hear it, and we'll have to get you some more.
Everyone go and check out, get your gubba. You can get it at Boca Liquors if you're in the area. You can get it up at Black Tie Liquor up in Lake Worth and down Oceans Wine and Spirits in Fort Lauderdale. And they deliver, you can, I think it's called Druzy. Or remember?
Drizzly.
Drizzly. And they will deliver.
Drizzly.com.
Yep, you just have to go to Oceans Wine and Liquor and they will, you put in your cart and they deliver. They will even deliver it within like an hour, which is amazing. Because I
Right, and they can find the link on our website to Ocean's Liquors in Fort Lauderdale.
Yep, and I know Boca Liquors is part of Drizzly also, so even if you're not in the area, they will deliver. This is the beautiful thing about a pandemic. One of the things is that you now don't even have to go to the liquor store. They will deliver to you. That is a whole new thing that never existed pre-pandemic.
That is a beautiful
They
thing.
deliver from the comforts of your home.
How do you know all this? You get a lot of booze delivered to your house?
Because you and I sent a bottle of something to my sister
Oh, that's right.
late one night to thank her for doing something for us late one night.
Yes.
And it was there
You
within
sent the
30
gubba?
minutes. It was there within 30 minutes to her house.
Your mother's already complaining. We
It was
don't
funny
send
because
gubba to her.
she thought she was scammed. She got this text. So-and-so is sending you a bottle of gubba. And she said, is this for real? I'm like, yeah, she's 10:30 at night on a Saturday night. And I'm like, yeah.
Who'd you use for that?
Oceans. And then Oceans linked me to Drizzly, which is pretty cool.
Very
So
nice.
thank you.
Yeah, that is cool.
Stay healthy. Get well soon. We miss you. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much. We'll talk next week.
Sounds good? All right. Wayne
Have a
and
great
Carol,
weekend. Thank you so much.
You as well.
You too,
Pleasure to
Steve.
meet you guys. Pleasure to meet you, Carol. Welcome to our family.
Carol, you're going to
My
be seeing
pleasure.
her soon doing Fuego 2.0.
Yes.
And we'll
Looking
have
forward.
you
Can't
do
wait.
Dignity in Spanish. I think it'll be long overdue. We talked about it for almost 2 years, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll take care of that as well.
Which
Muy
will be-
bien.
Yep.
Perfecto.
That'll be
Perfecto.
fantastic. And Jay, as always, we gave you out your card to somebody else she loves. She cannot believe. Here's the one thing I think we need to create is, yes, this is a colored pencil drawing, and we need to put this around your pieces
Okay.
because nobody believes. Everyone thinks they're photographs.
No, they think that I'm talking a lot of yang yang. If you want to be
They
honest.
don't believe that these are actually pencil
don't
drawings.
believe me.
The pieces in Studio A of the dancers, these big pieces right here,
Right.
they don't believe they're done in pencil. So I think I want to
amazing.
put something that says, yes, this is a colored pencil drawing. And like a
Right,
big,
it's,
like a big yellow something that says, because people are mesmerized.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
they
know,
go, oh, that's a
this
beautiful
is not a photograph. I
Right,
guess,
this
you know,
is not a
it's
photograph, something like that. Because they cannot believe the detailed work that you put forth.
Well,
That's amazing. So we gave
thank
out
you.
your
It's-
card
it's-
yesterday too. Okay, she wanted a card. She was amazed by the dancers.
She was blown away. This is not a photograph. I got something. I got an idea.
So that's what I'm thinking because that's
They don't believe us. At the radio station, you got the corridor. They call it the Wall of Fame.
right, right.
nobody believes it. Everybody thinks it's a picture or cartoon or something that was made and put in there with a picture. And I said, no, that's pretty much pencil.
And Jay will do commission pieces for you.
and-
What's the best way to reach you, Jay?
I'm sorry?
The best way for people to contact you?
They can contact me either here at the station, 1-888-994-4995, or they can reach me at my phone, which is 561-309-8043, or they can go to my website, Colored Pencil Artist, www.coloredpencilartist.com.
Now you've seen some of the shows that they speed up him drawing right in front of you. He draws it, and the kids speed it up. I don't know, what is it?
Yeah, we're doing this on with pop art, and it's I'm trying to bring back pop art, and what I'm doing are these pictures, and in real time it takes between an hour and a half to maybe 3 hours to do. You know, I mean, I'm in the studio and I'm there working on this thing continuously until it's done. They speed it up through time lapse and they make it so it's 5 minutes or less.
Yep.
With music.
It's amazing that your arm is still attached.
Yeah, I have to go and you know, do some exercise afterwards.
But it's great. Well, Jay, thank you as always for joining us and supporting what we do. I'm glad everyone got to start their little gubba appetizer a little bit early, but we were setting up some things. We've got shows airing tonight at 6 o'clock. Tune into our podcast, and at 7 o'clock, rerun of an encore show that we had yesterday, which was kind of fun, at 7:30.
The earring show. You don't want to miss the earring show.
You don't want to miss the George Burns, Gracie Allen, all the way down from
7:30.
the heavens above tonight at 7:30 on WWNN. Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay safe, hydrate, maybe with some gub. It's going to be a little bit hot here in South Florida, and we will see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.
In the cold and sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche. Helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an avalanche, like an avalanche. I listen for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light, bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly